afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Angerville here between Captain Price here fighting for Deutschland, for the Reich, for the 132nd Infantry Division, versus Ihitto fighting for the Soviet Union, for the glory of Comrade Stalin and the 7th Mechanized Corps. We've got here, railed up from some commanders, got motor, shot rifle, and mechanized versus Storm Doctrine, mechanized and Jaeger armor. A rather rare combo there for any Wehrmacht player. Right there from Captain Price. We're noting, by the way, a sniper start. Now that is pretty damn bold as well. Also wiring off the door here. Not sure that works too well, to be honest. But there you go. Although in this regard, Captain Price is very much trading off initial territory for the ability to sort of try and bleed out his opponent a bit faster, but he does carry a lot of risk. In fact, he's trading a lot of it by trying to wire off here. And overall, I do believe, I mean, you'll basically need to sort of properly encircle it, otherwise the barbed wire is going to have no effects. I mean, they just basically somehow going to sort of teleport through it, so this is basically wasted effort from Captain Price from what I know. You're going to say arriving, meanwhile we've got lots of conscripts there for Ihitto, heading a bit to the left there, but otherwise he's focusing very hard on the east, and that's only going to sort of really make things more miserable here for Captain Price's sort of particular opening here. You got points of this group, you got Grenadiers there arriving, Car9 take case in the hands, Engineers securing a point there, victory point being secured, and over here Ihitto of course is grabbing a lot more territory initially. Alternating here, Sandbags down and overall doing it as best as he can with the Sandbags here of course right behind the point, ensuring that if Captain Price is going to try to use it, he's going to have find himself with a very awkward time doing it. Sniping up there, hunting for targets, for Russian targets, and rather fail there. No, they're moving in again. And Yuri is the first casualty of this battle, shot through his left nostril. Points them short, additional Grenadiers are arriving. Few point there, rendered neutral. We got constant moving up here, might try and throw off the Grenadiers a bit there. Instead of he's not applying more pressure here, but with the sniper and so far, not a lot of force here. Of course, Ihitto might be a bit cautious of going on the hunt there, feeling he might of course suffer a bit more than necessary. First real engagement here, Grenadiers versus conscripts. The conscripts already suffering here to the Grenadiers, but with the additional arrival of nurses squad there, the Grenadiers are quickly find themselves outnumbered and outshot. Got the snipers all trying to roll over there. Need to be a bit careful, of course. I mean, one wrong move and Price could find himself short one sniper very quickly. Sinclair squad there moving up. Point here. Nothing really happening further. I mean, he could try and wire off here. I mean, that would make it a bit harder there for Ihitto to sort of harass the fuel point. I mean, he could still sort of move here, but that would be a much more, well, longer route. There you go, Engineers quickly popped off by the Pioneers. The Schmeissers there proving to be a bit too much. Following up here with a third Grenadier there for Price. And so far, no sign of Doctrine up there. More Sandbags up there, a bit further away from the point. A bit more used here by Price. And there you go, Yuri dies. The sniper's only trying his best here to bleed out Ihitto's forces. More Sandbags up there, guns moving forwards. Even as the sniper recovers there, thinning out the defenders, making it much easier for the attackers to sort of close in, take up position there. So there we go. Things are looking a bit more decent now here for Price. He's beginning to bleed out the enemy. Third Grenadier squad there arriving. He might consider following up on the MD-42 and then maybe taking up. MD-42 there on the way indeed. Pioneers in the fire here, most of the guns shooting away. More comes to the rhyme. Got a fifth squad on the way here, so Ihitto going for a pretty heavy infantry play start there. In terms of doctrines, though, none of them really mesh with it well. There's nothing sort of really that sort of, you know, synergizes well with a lot of conscripts, though. So in that regard, you know, it might feel a bit redundant here for him. Of course, it does give him a lot of punching power, but at the same time, I mean, there's an argument to be made, you know. It might not fit so much in there compared to Price. He's not really got any doctrines sort of playing with a lot of Grenadiers, but at the same time there are some options nonetheless. And there's an interesting sort of overlapping actually. Several of them have spotting scopes or regal mines actually available. So those are some interesting bits there. And Stuka bombing strikes, for example, also overlap. So very interesting there, very interesting, rather rare stuff there on display. And so anyone wonders whether there might be a deeper plan there from Price. Point to be caught though. Flying there first. The conscripts got Sniper moving up and quickly dropping Yuri like a wet sack of potatoes. Large force here, Ihitto striking with quite the punch there versus Price's forces. Over here, rather scattered out, can't really resist without an MG42, which is moving down, but might be between new mob. Got Sniper here still trying to thin out the herd. But again, he's rather exposed here, and there's no infantry scheme which allows Ihitto to actually walk to. And we see a Grenadier squad, they report it, these are dead. Not good here for Captain Price, not good. 10 kills still now trying to go up here, trying to run into the Grenadiers, home for the conscripts to focus so much on the sniper that they ignore the Grenadiers, actually allowing the Grenadiers several free shots. And that actually turned out to be pretty good. Might see what up here. There we go. Small victory for Price. He does manage to wipe in return. The MD-40 getting outflanked. No need to fall back. Schnell. Come on, Woody. Pick up CMG and let's get out of here. There you go. Small victories on both sides. Another guess on the way there. Rather heavy tier 1 here inadvertently in the end for Price. For Ihitto, we're not seeing a replacement counter squad on the other hand though. I mean, he could consider taking up. Pioneers there with a flying wave of shots of flamethrowers on both sides. Point their secured sniper still hanging about here. Looks like he might be able to support in the west. A good incendiary explosive round, of course, could do a trick there on Ihitto's troops. And we're seeing a fourth gun squad here. Very heavy tier 1, very heavy from tier 1 there from Price, and that could prove to be very risky if in particular, I mean, we see some kind of rush then from Ihitto towards vehicles, then Price could be caught with his lederhosen down his ankles, and that could prove to be a bit awkward. Sniper there not having too much luck, but still 13 kills. Gunners pushed away here. So 4 Grenadiers, 1 sniper, 1 infantry versus 4 conscripts, 1 engineer. Of course, both sides lost 1 squad in that regard. I mean, oh, he's going for the 5th country squad, so Price's sort of heavy expenditure might not give Ihitto too much of a lead anyways. Interesting, he's actually going for that there now. He's got to support him company up. I mean, he could have maybe added in a Maxim or a mortar. But there you go. No sign of a doctrine yet. And of course, thing is, with that heavier tier 1, Price of course could consider skipping tier 1 and going straight for tier 3. I mean, that is one thing to do with it. There you go, conscripts pushed away. Sniper continuing to bleed out on the west side, fighting for the fuel point, doing his best sort of denied to Ihitto. That's certainly prudent considering the start-up and so far the other things that are going on. I mean, if Ihitto was to gain too much of a fuel lead, that could have lead to a sort of heavy armor rush or in a vehicle rush, which could actually do a lot of damage to Price. Medic bunker up there. Sniper sort of rushing back here. I'm in a good spot, by the way, if Ihitto would be to mine this. I mean, that could actually make it much harder for Price to move his sniper from side to side of the map. But lots of sandbags up there from Ihitto, and certainly both sides are making good use of them. Oh, you're sniper in a bit of trouble here, caught out in the open by the conscripts, and they are quick to set in for the kill there. Incendiary explosive round, there we go, stuns the unit, allowing the sniper to get out of there. Poor Yuri though, burst into flames. No tech up yet though from Price, no tech up. Closing in on the 10-minute mark, and there we go though. There we go. For Ihitto, we do see the resource now there available for a tank group, tank command, or mechanized armor company. Either could be good, but a tank group, tank command would give him more options for sort of exploiting any sort of, well, lack of anti-tank Price might actually have at the moment. Particularly considering the way set up. I mean, it's not like Price is heavily dug in, so for example, T-70, a quick half-track could instead sort of catch the force here, rather scattered about with quite some force. So far, neither side has chosen a doctrine. We're almost seeing the 10-minute mark there, which might indicate neither side is entirely sure what sort of direction to sort of fully take. Or they're both waiting on the other side to sort of make a particular move or mistake to then sort of react with the doctrines towards. I mean, there are a few sort of schools of thought in that department. Closing in a victory 2 there. Going to say quick overwhelm. I've been good progress on the left side. I mean, really seeing despite, you know, the not too strong start there from Price, it's sort of getting back into the game. Then the sniper certainly is playing a role in it. But there we go, tank over tank command up, and that's really going to be a huge threat there for Price because he's got nothing to react with it towards it. I mean, he's got Panzerfaust essentially, but he's not laid down any mines. So there's definitely a large potential there of things going wrong. No matter what, here basically Ihitto goes on. If he goes for a T-34-76, of course, that's not going to be quite as dramatic as his T-70 or even a half-track with the AA mount. Either of those options could do a lot of damage to Price, and a half-track would also allow Ihitto to maintain a better field presence by allowing his forces to reinforce theirs. I mean, there are a lot of potential dangers there for Price right now. An additional Pioneer squad, very heavy tier 1. I mean, we do see some tech out, we yet see anything happening coming on, and sort of further taking on. So Price is now in control of the map there. I mean, it is very risky the way he's spreading out his forces. I mean, there's ever the potential, of course, in particular now that Ihitto sort of bunching up his forces for some more concentrated punch, of course, that some forces of Price are isolated and annihilated. I'd like to make a nice company going up there. Conscripts rushing forward. Lieutenant Heinz out in the open rather realises he might not be the world's best sniper anyway, since he's not sticking to where he can't be seen. Another intended shot there. Good lord! Jackpot! Some might say, as he pretty much and almost entirely annihilates one unit with a single shot. And there we go, though. Nice reaction there from Price. He realised what's going on here, and then he flanks about it. In fact, you might even see a unit there wiped. Small coup de grace here, but sadly doesn't quite pull it off. Close, though, close. And there we go. He's actually going for the M5 half-track. We are seeing an M5 half-track on the way for Ihitto. And it is with the Pioneer spotting in there. He's got minesweepers. He's taking no chances. He's taking no chances there. And Pioneer's about to give for the car point, doing his best sorting our resources to Ihitto. Wunderbar. And Flammenwerfer versus Flamethrower. At the same time, the M5 half-track arrives. Court mount going up there for him. The M5 basically being the half-track the Americans lastly utilised for them police, since it had weaker armour than the M3 half-track. So a little fun fact there, but getting the court trap mow up on it. At the same time, Constance falling a bit back here, Kennedy is firing away. Almost got that AA mount ready, almost. And there we go. Gonna do this and here fires the A half track moves in. Goes right up here. He's probably doing it because he knows he's got engineers ready nearby, but still, there we go. Up close and personal, really mowing down those krauts. Certainly no issues there of false advertising. Comes the Grenadiers now. Price, of course, a bit more place. He's getting a pack 40, but until then, of course, bit of shot. Oh! Nice shot there, taking advantage of the Penguin. You sort of quickly wipe them, forcing Ihitto to pull back his AA half-track. In the meanwhile, he's got no one that he needs to repair it. Also, we finally got a move there from Ihitto. He's gone for Guards motor. Guards have been called in, and he's got DPs for them, increasing their firepower. He's maybe a bit worried there about light vehicles. He just wants sort of, well, heavier firepower no matter what. Troops are suppressed by the MD-42 very much in his own. If he can get that A half-track repaired, he could actually quickly rush it over here and clear up the left flank, opening that up for Ihitto for some rapid expansion. In the name of the Soviet peoples, of course. Another incendiary shot here. Price is making really good use in this case. Yank ends up stunning 2 entire squads. Really good, shooting at 32 kills. Impressive. Impressive, making really good use of that sniper there. Also knowing, of course, he's actually got 2 bullets in for the sniper to make him slightly harder to kill. Yeah, I'm really bunching up a lot of newspapers under this uniform to soak up some bullets. Also, it's nice and warm.
Yes, comrade.
There we go, getting the A half-track repaired. Pack 40 being moved away. And we got tech up there for Price. We got tech up basically only going for tier 2 for the pack 40, it seems. So, of course, this will he then go for this? We'll actually try a tier 4 move. We're seeing Price losing territory, he's having a hard time organising, certainly without the MD-42 to stall things. I mean, Ihitto simply can move it sort of easier. There you go, quickly cutting down the Pioneers. Conscious what was lost, burned to ascended there by the Pioneers. There you go, pack 40, getting off a good hit in the air. We've also seen 5 kills there, veterans who won. Price basically moving into out in the open, no attempt to maybe seeking cover. And spreading out a bit, there we go. Guardsmen doing what they can here as well. In this case, it's a bit swiftly overwhelmed. We got the AF now moving out towards the west to deal with the MD-42 there, I imagine. Which is not going to be able to resist the power of it. And there we go. If Price is really unfortunate or Ihitto pulls it off well, he could actually wipe it and actually steal it away from Price. looks like in this case, he's not there he's pursuing. He could actually use overdrive to speed it up and allow him to sort of move fast, but it looks like in this case, Ihitto does not pursue, or he's merely a man of mercy. Either is to be confirmed. No further sign anything there from the tank battalion command. Of course, it could be nice just setting up for T-45s, in which case, though, a fuel cache would be a good move. Price are doing what it can to strike back. Cut off there. Well, cut off. Still no sign of doctrine there from Price, though. Still no sign of a doctrine. 33 kills for that sniper, closing in on efficiency 3. A true hero of Germany. And additional guardsmen have been called up for Ihitto. Very interesting, very interesting. So quite an infantry heavy force here versus the German infantry heavy force as well. Gunners taking minor losses. There you go, air half tech moving up. Turning into those pioneers. And Gunners in a lot of trouble. And wiped.
We have casualties.
So nasty squat up there against Price. Nasty squat wipe. And almost victory 2 already here for the A half tech, by the way. Almost victory 2. Instead he shot again, puts a bit of stop there to Ihitto's advances, but only temporarily.
Standing by.
So there you go, veteran 2, 11 kills there. And it is timing for the mid-game analysis. Currently, Price is losing ground. He is, though, going here for the heavy Panzer Corps. He could actually quickly follow up with the Panther. Or considering the current force composition of Ihitto, a Sturm Panzer IV could also work out. In fact, it might be a bit more devastating versus all the infantry here available. But of course, he's seen the Guardsmen. He might be worried about Guards Motor, and of course the T-35, in which case, of course, the Panther is going to be the better choice longer term. But a Sturm Panzer might have a better chance of actually pushing back Ihitto initially. So there's some thoughts there to sort of keep in mind for Price. But right now he's losing territory, he's losing fuel, and he needs to sort of do something about it. He needs to sort of conduct a rapid counterattack, sort of secure probably the western side, since that's where the fewest of Ihitto's troops are. And thus might have a better chance of quickly pulling it off before getting hammered by a counterattack. Whereas if he's going for the east, he's going to have to rush straight into Ihitto's strongest point, including the air half, and that's actually going to be difficult to make progress. But of course, with Veteran 2, he'd actually gain an increased reinforcement radius, which allows the attack to hold back further safely and reinforce the troops to the front line. So there are some definite issues there if Price now wants to attack through here. And this regard again, west would be better. Another MD-42 that's supported might be a good idea, but otherwise getting a Panther first would be a good priority. And then I think following up with a Sturm Panzer to help deal with the infantry, or another Panther to deal with further armour. Either of those could be a good idea. Part of me would also like to see a half to help further on reinforce troops at the front line, or maybe some Panzer Grenadier for a bit more infantry firepower. So some considerations there as well. A fuel cache would also do Price good, by the way. But let's head back here to the battle.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
To the fight.
Yes, comrade. This now belongs to the people and workers of the
There we
Soviet
go.
Union. Infantry.
There's it caught by the A half track, being shredded. And again, 12 kills. We could see another wipe there, another wipe here for Price. He extended a bit too far there now. We're using being punished here by Ihitto. There you go, that's 2 squad wipes within minutes. Things are beginning to look rather hairy there for Price.
The enemy is taking our territory.
We actually see now a bit of desperation. These active moving grenadiers rather deplete towards the west side to support the MD-42 at the same time. Looks like he might be trying to pull off an assault here, but quickly got the Guardsmen and the Conscripts there shredding it apart. And now, of course, already Conscripts able to reinforce here nice and safely at the front line. Almost got another unit wiped there. I mean, Price is now really suffering heavily. We do see the heavy Panzer Corps is up, and again, Panzers are going to be the order of the day. In which case you should get it as soon as possible and then try to use sort of push back. And get some Pintelmine machine guns on it, which helps the versus infantry, and then sort of push back. And by the way, there we go. The barbed wire basically doesn't do much. There's essentially at the moment no real way of doing it unless you actually sort of establish a barbed wire perimeter around the entire building.
Standing by.
But again, trying towards the west here. Incendiary rounds here might be in the air though for the 8. There we go, there we go. Nice reaction from the prize units of the Pioneers. The sacrifice by time, and there we go. Incendiary armor pit rounds go through the whole of it. Almost victory free though. Almost got it, almost got it. Looks like he's pulling back though, just in the nick of time. And then the guards running straight into the line of fire of the oh dear. Perhaps a slight miscalculation there from Ihitto, as his men are getting shredded, but there we go. In this case, he's just flooding the field, and there's nothing sort of assist the MD-42 or screen it, in which case it is quickly overwhelmed and run off. We're still not seeing a doctrine of capture prize. In fact, we're almost hitting 20 minutes. The Panther is though finally on the way, dispatched from the nearby 7th Panzer Division to provide some armoured support.
Forces are securing our territory.
And there goes Sniper, a sliver of experience away there from Veterans E3. And there we go.
I grow more skillful.
I grow more skillful as I keep popping up brains of Russians with my rifle.
Taking fire from Ivan.
Enemy down.
That's another wipe there against Ihitto, so Price trying to claw his way back here. Even as he's more or less lost control of the map.
Awaiting orders. We have the point. Now this land belongs to the Soviet people. Yeah? Reinforcements complete.
There you go, Panther heading out. And we've got the Pendulum machine gun going up. Good, good. But we're not really seeing much action with it beyond that. I mean, he's not focused on pushing further forward to try and sort of hunt down his opponent. We've also got several demo charts laid down. In this case, the mines will turn out to be a pretty good investment there for Price, allowing him to avoid a rather explosive death, well, more specifically, an explosive death for his men. There you go, comes from straight from the Panther here. He might have to, there you go, another demo charge going off. In this case, acting civil engineers dead. Engineers being shredded by the sniper. Panther doing what he can here, already cutting down 3 Russians with his machine guns. We've seen 10 rounds here from the building. No, no, could probably cut down some of those Russians, I think. The assault continues up on the right flank.
We are losing a sector. You found something?
Getting the munitions, getting the fuel point. And we're getting a heavy mortar now here. Ihitto adding in some artillery versus Price's forces, adding in another MD-42 there. No sign of fuel cache though, partly because I think a fuel cache would help aid him a bit more here. It's really getting out some more armour. And Ihitto's getting closer to calling the T-3045s. Essentially all he needs right now is manpower. In which case he can sort of really begin to threaten Captain Price. We seem to be losing a lot of momentum here. I mean, he's got a Panther, but he's not really making use of it. In fact, he's getting rather passive here. Maybe sort of hoping to sort of get Ihitto to attack, beat him out, then go on the offensive after that. But it is a bit risky, in particular since he's only controlling one victory point, and also the way Mango will set up. I mean, he could easily get flanked or outmaneuvered if he's not careful. Bunker going down there. Looks like he's really digging in here. Maybe a machine gun bunker, maybe a command bunker. Pioneers almost hit there by the heavy mortar. Machine gun bunker going up here. Continuing the positioning, I think over here might have been a bit better. I mean, it's a bit too easy to sort of, shoot directly through here. In this case, the response is quick from Ihitto. Heavy mortar sighted in order to knock it out. That did not work out too well there for Price. The establishment of a defensive front has failed. Meanwhile, we got Ihitto laying down more sandbags. Panther still surprisingly not doing much. He's getting a half track now, though. That might help, that's good, that's a better choice. I do think he should be doing something a bit more aggressive with that Panther. At the same time though, so T-35s have arrived to the scene.
We have a forward forward structure under
And now the
attack.
pressure really should be on Captain Price, as he's now got a small chunk of the map. His opponent's got a large force with plenty of armour. He cancels the half-track just in the nick of time, and instead goes for another bunker. The way it's set up, it looks like he might actually just decide on a command bunker instead. Saving up fuel for something else. Now, hopefully not a Panzerwerfer, but I think a Sturmpanzer or a Panther would be good choices here. That's going to take some time. He's still going to have to hold up here versus Ihitto, who's clearly setting up for an assault. And right now, if he's were to, launch it, he should probably consider, smoke screen around here, which would overall minimise the amount of firepower his opponent could easily initially get off against him. Allowing him to push further forward, could even allow him to move right straight at the Pack 40. We'll of course have to see what it ends up with. But there you go, command bunker up. So now Price also wants something to help him reinforce at the front line. Good, good. The half-track there from Ihitto is definitely having an effect now on Price, you can see. Pioneers reinforced, MG42 getting reinforced.
The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
Bunker wrecked.
Anti-personnel mines planted.
There's no more. You got mines going down here trying to cover up against enemy flanking attempts. Good, good. But still, I mean, very much right now what Price is doing, he's just hoping desperately that he's just going to charge straight into all of this and get himself murdered. And it could happen. But at the same time, he just does something clever, like again, laying down a smoke screen before attacking. All of this could quickly fall apart for Captain Price.
We have a forward structure under attack.
We're all a bit quiet here, being basically again. Either side just winning out. Looks like now he's actually trying to bait him by using the sniper here to sort of bleed him out, sort of try and maybe sort of cause Ihitto to sort of just charge out and get him. Looks like it's actually working here. Got the introduction force, got Panther moving in there, going for taking losses slightly. And there's Panther opening up their Pack 40, ready to recover further up, sniper bleeding out. No minutes to still continue rounds. Got these almost wiped out though. Got the air half-track joining him, got the Panzerwerfer moving up, ready to fire its 10 Needlewerfer rockets. And there we go, straight into the mess with it. Air half-track falling back. Panzer's moving ahead, Lanceman also at the front. And there we go. Oh! Panzerwerfer gets the AA half-track. T-35 heavily damaged. Panther rolling through, damaged engine, machine gun staying into the Russian infantry. As it desperately tries to stall the time, there you go, the assault has broken off, but not before Price did suffer some losses himself. And he did not get any sort of tank kills. I mean, he got the air half-track, but that's a bit about it really. Panther in repair, Panther pulling back. Bunker getting bombarded, command bunker's about to be lost. And still Ihitto's got most of the map here. I think again, had he laid down a smoke screen, this assault probably would have worked a bit better. But there you go. Will he actually try to repair the command bunker while it's under attack there? Bold move, a bold move. Trying to rifle grenade it. Did a bit of damage, but ultimately not a lot either. So a bit of quiet here. Self-repairs might be a good decision there to help speed up the repairs of the tanks. But there you go. With the rifle grenade there, there's time to put back the command bunker in one piece. You know, Fritz, yeah? It looks very much like a medic bunker and a machine gun bunker as well. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's just a bit on the top that really determines what it is. Shut up, Fritz. What are you, a philosopher?
You need some. MG42 team is ready for action. Half-track.
Getting another MD4. I mean, really seeing out, Price is really just digging in his heels. He seems to have lost absolutely all offensive momentum and spirit. He's really just hoping that Ihitto will bleed himself out. That he will throw himself on the jagged walls of Price and bleed out, allowing Price then to finally take some territory. A rather, in some regard, bold plan. I mean, it could work, but again, it could easily become, his own undoing. He could easily be supplying Ihitto with a sufficient rope to hang himself with. Or to hang Price with, specifically, I guess, more appropriate to say. Or accurate, not appropriate.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Sure, when a hanging is appropriate. I think there's another Panther about here to try and silence Ihitto. Almost got the heavy mortar crew. Almost, except for Yuri, still serving faithfully the mother hand.
Destroyer is ready to be deployed.
Whoa, got the pioneers there. Good thing there's a command bunker ready to replace his
Forward
friends.
structure under attack. Panzer here.
Scope up there.
Pioneers awaiting orders. See them before they see
One thing that he can consider is actually adding in some more regular tanks instead of invading for more T-35, in which case we could probably add in some numbers and then sort of basically swarm Price right now. But again, it seems like Ihitto's just not really interested in sort of forcing the issue either, which is a bit unfortunate. In that regard, he could actually end up getting Price a chance of getting back in the game. Price, by the way, has finally chosen a doctrine. It is Jaeger armor. Part of me would think, you know, he maybe done better with mechanized or maybe a howitzer or something.
Infantry contact!
Or Storm and a howitzer. By the way, Panther taking hit from the T-35s. Price is quick to fall back. That was not exactly the most impressive assault there.
Panzerwerfer is ready for
Not the most impressive assault. Sniper still hanging back there. 52 kills. 52 kills.
It's done.
ready for orders.
Again, Ihitto just seems to be holding back here. So it looks like he's sort of trying now to push forward slowly, edging in around the sides as well. Good. Not just a charge head-on assault there. Back to trying to play around it. There we go. Another pair of T-35s are called in. And now Price is going to pay the price for basically being, well, too passive.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. Keep it short.
Panther for firing. Getting some hits on the heavy mortar. Again, one man survives. Veterans one neck. Panther putting stop hits to the guard from alongside the sniper. And now the surge steamer is about to hit the field. Pack 40. Almost ready Panther to pull back. Needs to try and throw it into the Pack 40's fire and get its veterans one to pick up side. There you go, Mark Glock. Panther takes severe damage right there. Panther almost down already. Almost just one then Pack 40 doesn't have the minutes to put targeting point. Panther lost the main gun. Pack 40 next here under the rather than T-35 while Yell 1 continues to hunt down the Panther as he tries to escape into the base and into safety. Ah, missed! Missed, Yuri, you idiot! And there you go, Panther right next to the Panther left. All of Price's defenses are shattered. And there you go, Panther crew abandons the vehicle. And there you go, Panther annihilated. And there you go, Price surrenders. Price surrenders. Game over right there, victory for the Soviet Union. An interesting match in some regards. But I do think there was some issues there with Price's strategy. It was rather too vulnerable to light vehicles and light armour. Plus, I mean, again, he got too defensive when he finally had the Panther. If he pushed harder, he might have been able to sort of hold things off better. But again, he basically just tried to make Ihitto beat himself out, which really didn't work out. In that regard, you know, Price ultimately lost the game by conceding initiative right there. And, you know, well, certainly Ihitto's strategies at certain times weren't, you know, the most, you know, advanced and complex. I mean, he still pulled off some good attacks, good flanks, and overall he had a good control of the map, and the air half-track certainly was a really good move on many levels. I mean, I think he could finish a bit faster, you know, just, you know, guns with T-34s, 76s, instead of waiting for T-35s, but, you know, that's a minor niggle. But there you go, I hope you enjoyed this match, I hope you learned something from it, I hope it gave some ideas for your own matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in some feedback in the comments section. This is Imperial Linking, cheers, and thank you for watching. Bye.